Hello, I'm Matt Landers with Covalence, and in this video we're going to talk about creating our own project that has a React app in it and Express backend app all at the same time. So up until this point, whenever you've written your React apps and you've done your labs and exercises, you've been using Create React App. And Create React App creates a server for you to serve up your files. But it doesn't allow you to create your own backend APIs with the way that it's set up. So we're going to, in this lecture, talk about how we would set up an app that has a build process that will allow us to have a React app and a API server on the same server. Now you could do this where you deployed your React app and your API server separate, but for simplicity's sake, we're going to go ahead and have those in one app for now. So let's go ahead and take a look at this project. The first thing that I want you to see is all the different things that we have installed. This is a project that you can clone and use as a starting point. So you don't really have to understand all of this right now. I just want to kind of walk you through it of what's happening so that you know how to actually use it and run it. And then you can dive into exactly how the build process works at a different time. But we'll briefly go over it here. So we have Webpack installed. Webpack is what does our bundling. So whenever we create our files, for instance, like index.tsx, app.tsx, we want those to end up in one JavaScript file, and that's what Webpack really helps us do. So we're going to use Webpack for that. That's our bundler, and it can do some other stuff as well, and we'll let it handle some of that, and we'll go through that when we look at the config. We also have Sass in here, so Node Sass. Instead of using just straight CSS, we have Sass. We have Express. I've already put Bootstrap in here. Don't need this Babel loader. And we have our TS loader and TypeScript. So this project is going to use TypeScript. You'll go through a TypeScript module if you haven't already, and that'll introduce you to TypeScript, which we're going to use for the rest of the course. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our Webpack config. So in our Webpack config, we have two different configurations. One is for our server, and it's going to output a file called server.js in the dist directory. So whenever we run our server, we're going to run it from here. And it'll just be one file, and that's our server. And it just compiles our TypeScript files. And then we also have our client config, which is going to compile our React app. So this looks for our TSX files or TS files, and compiles them out of the client directory, which starts at this point, our index. And that's how it knows what files it's going to pull in and build. And it also looks for SCSS files or Sass files. And we'll look at how that works. And then it exports these, and Webpack now knows about these. So when we run the Webpack CLI, it knows to look for this configuration file, and then it will run the different configurations that this file outputs. So we have a server and a client here. So let's go ahead and run that. So we can say npx webpack. When we run this, it's going to find those configurations and then go build our project, and it did it. There's a couple warnings here saying that our files are too big, but we're not going to worry about that right now. We could do code splitting, which it kind of says that you could do here, but we're not going to worry about that right now. This is very basic setup, and for what we're doing, it's perfectly fine to use for now. All right, so our server basically is just going to listen on port 3000, and it also has a route, just a dummy hello world API route set up for you, so you know where you're going to put those in our routes folder. And then on the client side, we have our index.tsx and our app.tsx. So this is just a really basic hello world app. What it does here is it will make an API call to the local API server, and it will output that onto the screen through state right here. So if we look at that, it's pretty basic. It just says hello world, and everything's working there. So we also have these tsconfig files, and you don't have to worry about this too much either, but one is for our server, one's for our client, and it just tells TypeScript how we want to build our TypeScript files. We're not going to dig into these right now. I just don't think that it's that important. But you will get a link to this project so that you can pull it down, you'll clone it and then you'll delete the .git directory so that you remove any source control from it, and then you'll be able to use that as your starting point for your labs and projects going forward. It's really great to start using TypeScript now. If you haven't been using it, go through the module. I think you're really going to like it. It'll be a little bit challenging at first, but overall you're going to get a better development experience. And then this project is a very basic one. You could also build on to this build process if there are other things you wanted to do. You could do the code splitting and all that in here as well, which we've got some YouTube videos that you can look up if you want to learn more about that and how to set that up. It's pretty straightforward and easy. All right, so go ahead and download this, play with it, take a look at how the build process works, and then we'll start to use that as a starting point in the following videos. So, happy coding.